You sound tired.
I am very tired.
Because of that premiere from our most recent Realm Kast episode.
Because of my entire day. But yes, especially that episode. Are you already recording? You are, aren't you? All right,
So our episode actually got leaked before we posted it.
I mean, I love that there's a leak of a leak.
Yeah. The leak got leaked.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so our it looks like it happened on iTunes and Spotify. It came out before everybody else.
So it leaked on iTunes and Spotify. Is there something you're not telling me about a certain little mistake in terms of time zone scheduling?
Yeah, I think the server might have been on the wrong time.
Oh yes, the servers, right?
You know, those server guys that set up our servers.
That must have been it. Yeah. Those server guys, what to do?
But luckily, it's all fixed, and all Realm Kast will from now on be on schedule.
Well, we learn from our mistakes.
Congratulations to everybody who got to hear our news episode before everybody else. So what did you think about our last full Realm Kast episode on the Mortal Kombat movie script leaks?
Bit of, just so everybody knows, we're recording this pretty much right after the episode finished airing. But it was a lot of fun to see everybody turning up and seeing their opinions on the movie change as ours did.
That was the coolest part for me, because it was the same way for us, because the more we learned about the upcoming movie and the more that we actually kind of saw the direction that they were heading, it kind of swayed everybody's opinion. Everybody was like, oh wait, this isn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be from the previous leaks. Like, this is a legit good idea.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still not 100% happy with it. And I really wish that Greg Russo had been in charge of the script from the start.
Yes.
From the way he's taken things. Because right now it seems like he's just had to adapt it, right? And change certain things, but he's not been able to change everything. And I feel that if he'd had it from the start, we could have had it would have been a lot more accurate. And that's what I would prefer.
There seems like there's so many remnants of the very first script that it all seemed to stem off of. It's kind of like handing somebody a big pile of shit and saying, make this into gold. And not saying that the original script was shit, but
are you saying Greg Russo doesn't have the Midas touch?
Actually, he might, because this so far it sounds cool. Like
it's going silver. Maybe not gold.
He's got the silver Midas touch. Midas's little brother, Titus. He was a prince, not a king. But yeah, so I'm legit excited, and it was, like you said, it's cool to see everybody else kind of get their hopes up a little bit more than they were before, and my hopes are up too in that way.
Yeah, I mean, like we were asking, for those of you who don't join for the premieres of the episodes, we try to interact with everybody, and everybody's chatting and stuff, and it was cool asking questions and seeing how the opinions were actually changing as we went through, rather than just do you like the idea of the movie at the start, and then what do you think now at the end? It's more, you can see how everybody's opinion is sort of evolving as we go through it, and it's really cool to see.
At the beginning of this podcast, there were a lot of naysayers, and I was one of them. When we started this interview, I was like, I am not excited about this movie, but I have a high, I'm hoping it's going to be the best, but I don't expect it to be. And now I'm actually expecting it to be pretty good. So
yeah, I'm not completely turned on it, but at the same time, I'm definitely a lot more positive than I was in the start. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the direction they've taken with the script. But bear in mind, everybody, this was with regards to the 2018 script. So a lot more could have changed.
That's what actually gives me a lot of hope, is we got to kind of discuss the evolution of this script from the previous versions to the more recent versions. And, it's 2020 is when they started working on the movie, and I'm sure they polished out the script while they were working on it, because so many different people contribute to scripts. Like, even as it's being filmed, there will be script changes and stuff. They usually have a writer on site that can go through and make those changes. So if it became what it became at back in 2018, to see what it's going to be in 2021 when it actually releases, I think we're in good hands with this movie.
The best way to look at it is the initial script leak was 2016, right? And then it changed heavily to 2018. That's 2 years.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have 2 to 3 years in between that last leak, right?
Yeah. Like, from what we heard of the 2018 script, I thought it would be an enjoyable movie. I mean, it's not perfectly Mortal Kombat, it's its own thing, but it sounds very enjoyable.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, 2 more years of editing and we might have a really good movie on our hands.
I'm just hoping it becomes more accurate.
Or we might have a horrible movie on our hands. So
honestly, the way it's pointing is it's going to be good. I am definitely excited, especially considering the changes that Greg Russo had already made. I do think that these 2 years will have been enough for him to make certain other changes, which we'll be very happy about. I
agree.
I'm hoping for the best. Until now, I've been expecting, well, not the best, to put it lightly, but I am somewhat positive about this now from this point on, and I'm very happy. Like, One thing that we tried to make sure of for the episode was that we weren't getting too heavily into the spoilers. We didn't want to get all the details, ruin it for ourselves, ruin it for the community, and ruin it for, well, everybody involved in the actual creation of the movie itself. We wanted to show respect to pretty much everybody, especially those involved. And
yeah. And that's something our guest said when he came on too. He didn't want to ruin the experience of what he had read and what he had seen with those initial scripts. And I think this episode managed to capture that.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, check it out. If you are worried about spoilers, there are 2 sections to the actual interview itself. So there's a non-spoiler section, which is obviously at the start, and we make it very clear when we go into the spoiler section. If you do choose to go into the spoiler section, bear in mind, it's not too heavy in terms of spoilers. So you'll still enjoy it and not have the entire movie ruined for yourself.
And speaking of spoilers, as we said earlier, the episode actually released on iTunes and Spotify before it reached our YouTube account. Usually we like to do everything on YouTube first. That way we can talk to our fans. But I was pretty shocked when I got a message saying that there was a Reddit post and our leaks were online because that was not supposed to happen.
There's a post by, well, I love the username actually, Power Stash of the Year. That is a powerful username. This post is called New Information.
So, Power Stash of the Year, we're glad you're a listener to the podcast. Even though it put me in an awkward position.
The post in question is New Information leaked on upcoming film. And I like Power Stash of the Year's sort of analysis of the episode. He goes through it, but he also makes sure to spoiler tag everything that could ruin anything for anyone who doesn't want anything ruined. And I mean, I'm very happy to hear that he has positive words to say about Fantim and myself as well. So thank you. So yeah, if you haven't seen the episode, check it out. Thanks, Power Stash of the Year. And well, we enjoy making these episodes as well as the Realm Kast episodes. So really, thanks for checking it out. Let us know what you think of this episode. And if you've checked out the Realm Kast episode, let us know what you think of the movie and all the, well, spoilers and non-spoilers. But also try and be conscious of the fact that other people might not want to hear about the spoilers. Yeah, don't ruin it for everyone. And please, if you aren't happy with the script, don't harass the MK, anyone involved with the MK movie, please. You know, I highly doubt any of you would, but just to be clear, we've got a few more episodes of Tarkatan Bitesize until we get to the next episode of the Realm Kast. Please like, follow, subscribe to stay up to date with our videos, and thank you.